Hey everyone, it's Casey. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our travel-savvy community. Today, we're diving into something super exciting. We're about to unlock a secret level of travel hacking today. Something that can seriously upgrade your next flight experience. Imagine never having to worry about where you'll be seated on a plane again. We're talking about strategies that can get you those prime seats. The ones that make your journey so much more comfortable and enjoyable. No more getting stuck in the middle seat, crammed between two strangers who treat the armrest like it's their own personal fiefdom. We've all been there, and it's not fun. We're talking about those coveted window and aisle seats, the ones that give you a view and easy access to the aisle. It's all about making your flight as pleasant as possible. And let's not forget the extra legroom seats. These are the seats that make you feel like a king or queen of the skies, with enough space to stretch out and relax. And the best part? This isn't about shelling out hundreds of extra bucks. You don't need to break the bank to get a good seat. It's all about knowing the right strategies. This is about strategy, knowing the system, and maybe a little bit of hustle. With the right approach, you can score amazing seats without spending a fortune. We're diving deep into the art of scoring the best seat on your next flight without draining your bank account. It's all about being smart and strategic. Because let's be real, flying can be a total drag. It's stressful, it's cramped, and it can really take a toll on you, especially on long-haul flights. It's stressful, it's cramped, and don't even get me started on the airport security lines. The whole process can be exhausting, but it doesn't have to be that way. But if there's one thing that can make those long-haul flights a little more bearable, it's having a decent seat. A good seat can make all the difference in the world. Trust me, it makes all the difference. When you're comfortable, the flight feels shorter, and you arrive at your destination feeling more refreshed and ready to go. So buckle up, because I'm about to share my insider secrets. The ones that have helped me travel comfortably for years. These are tips and tricks I've picked up from years of traveling the world, filming projects and logging some serious air miles. I've learned a lot, and I'm excited to share it with you. By the end of this video, you'll be a master of seat selection, ready to navigate the airline matrix and claim your throne in the sky. You'll know exactly what to do to get the best seat possible. You with me? Let's do this. Get ready to transform your flying experience and make every journey a pleasure. Alright, before we get into the nitty-gritty of scoring that perfect seat, let's set the stage. I'm talking about a time when I got stuck in the worst possible seat imaginable. Picture this, I'm flying back from a shoot in Tokyo, exhausted, jet-lagged, and just wanting to melt into my seat for the next 12 hours. I get to my row and realize I'm sandwiched between two, let's just say, robust individuals. I swear the guy next to me had elbows sharper than my editing software. And the woman on my other side? She decided to claim the armrest as her own personal pillow, leaving me with absolutely zero space to move. 12 hours. 12 long hours. I spent the entire flight contorted into positions I didn't even know my body could handle, just trying to find a sliver of space to breathe. By the time we landed, my legs were cramping, my back was screaming, and I swore I'd never take the miracle of a good seat for granted again. And that, my friends, is why we're here today. Because no one, and I mean no one, deserves to suffer the indignity of a middle seat from hell. Alright, let's talk strategy. The first rule of scoring a good seat is all about timing. Think of it like this. Remember those limited edition sneakers everyone's trying to snag? You gotta be there early to have a chance. Same goes for flights. The earlier you book, the better your chances of snagging a prime seat. I'm talking about the moment those flight deals drop, you gotta be ready to pounce. Now I know what you're thinking. Casey, I don't have time to be glued to my computer, refreshing airline websites all day. Relax, I got you. There are tools for that. We're living in the future, people. There are apps and websites that'll do the heavy lifting for you. Set up price alerts for your desired destinations and they'll ping you the second those fares drop. That way, you can swoop in and book your flight before anyone else even knows what hit them. Remember, the early bird gets the worm. Or in this case, the spacious aisle seat with extra legroom. Alright, so you're ready to level up your travel game? Forget economy discomfort. I'm talking about those sweet, sweet points, those magical airline miles. They're like currency for comfort, and I'm about to tell you how to stack them high. You see that credit card in your wallet? Yeah, the one you use for, like, everything? Turn it into a mileage machine. Sign up for a card that offers travel rewards. Every latte, every online purchase, boom miles, baby miles. And it's not just about credit cards. Sign up for airline loyalty programs. They're free and they shower you with perks. Bonus miles for booking directly through their site? Yes, please. Free check bags? Don't mind if I do. Listen, I know what you're thinking, Casey, this sounds like a lot of work. It's not. It's literally just living your life, but smarter. And trust me, the payoff, totally worth it. Alright, so you've booked your flight at the right time, maybe even cashed in some of those hard-earned miles. You're feeling pretty good about it, right? But hold up, the journey to Seat Nirvana isn't over yet. Booking the flight is just the first step in a multi-layered process to ensure your comfort in the skies. You're feeling good, right? But hold up, the journey to Seat Nirvana isn't over yet. The real challenge begins now, and it's all about making the right choices to maximize your comfort. This is where seat maps come in, your secret weapon, the key to unlocking maximum comfort at 30,000 feet. Think of seat maps like the Matrix, but instead of dodging bullets, you're dodging crying babies and avoiding the dreaded middle seat. We're talking about a visual representation of the plane, showing you all the available seats, the occupied ones, and most importantly, the good ones. We're talking about a visual representation of the plane, showing you all the available seats, the occupied ones, and most importantly, the good ones. Now you might think, Casey, this sounds obvious, but trust me, there's a real art to deciphering these maps. Now, you might think, Casey, this sounds obvious, but trust me, there's a real art to deciphering these maps. They're not all created equal. Some airlines are sneaky, hiding valuable information like legroom or proximity to the restrooms, but fear not, I'm here to break it down, to give you the knowledge to become a seat map ninja. You see that little icon? The one that looks like a cramped seat? Yeah, that's your cue to avoid at all costs. That, my friend, is the dreaded seat back that doesn't recline. And over there, that cluster of seats near the back, those are usually the last ones assigned, meaning you might snag an empty seat next to you if the flight's not full. Now let's talk symbols. Every airline has its own language, its own hieroglyphics for deciphering the good seats from the bad. Don't worry, you don't need to learn ancient Egyptian to understand this. We're going to crack the code together. See that seat with that little baby icon? Yeah, that means bassinet. Now bassinets are great for babies. If you're not a fan of screaming infants on a long flight, maybe steer clear of that zone. On the flip side, that area near the bulkhead, the wall separating cabins, often more legroom. Bingo! And don't even get me started on the emergency exit row. Talk about legroom for days. But keep in mind, with great legroom comes great responsibility. You gotta be willing and able to assist in case of an emergency. But here's a pro tip. Some airlines actually restrict those prime exit row seats to frequent flyers or those willing to pay extra. It's a cruel world, I know. But knowledge is power, and now you know to check those restrictions before you get your hopes up. So the next time you book a flight, remember these tips. Use the seat map to your advantage, and you'll be well on your way to a more comfortable journey. Happy travels. And don't forget, the more you know, the better your flying experience will be. Safe travels, and may you always find the perfect seat. Alright, you've mastered the art of the seat map, you've booked your flight at the optimal time. You're practically a travel agent at this point. You've navigated the complex world of flight bookings, dodged the pitfalls of overpriced tickets, and secured your spot on that plane. But the game's not over yet. There's one last hack, one final power move to secure that coveted good seat early check-in. This is the moment where all your preparation pays off. We're talking about that magical 24-hour window before your flight when you can check in online, choose your seat from the comfort of your own home, maybe even in your pajamas. No judgment here. Imagine sipping your morning coffee, still in your PJs, and securing the best seat on the plane. This, my friends, is where procrastination can cost you. Waiting too long can mean the difference between a window seat and being stuck in the middle. You see, airlines often release more seats at check-in, seats that were previously blocked off. Maybe someone upgraded, maybe a seat got reassigned, or perhaps a family decided to sit together, freeing up a prime spot. Whatever the reason, this is your chance to swoop in and snag it. It's like finding a hidden gem in a sea of ordinary stones. But here's the catch. Everyone else is trying to do the same thing. The competition is fierce. It's like a digital Hunger Games for seat upgrades, and only the swift and prepared will survive. You need to be quick, decisive, and ready to act the moment that window opens. Set a reminder on your phone, put it in your calendar, tattoo it on your hand if you have to. But don't miss that 24-hour mark. This is your golden opportunity to secure the best possible seat. Now I know what you're thinking. Casey, I'm not always organized. Sometimes I forget to pack my toothbrush, let alone check in for a flight. Life gets busy, and it's easy to overlook these details. I get it, I've been there. We've all had those moments of panic when we realize we've forgotten something important, but trust me, the benefits of early check-in go beyond just snagging a good seat. Think about it. It's not just about comfort, it's about peace of mind. When you check in early, you're basically putting yourself at the top of the list. You're ahead of the game, and that can make all the difference. That means you're less likely to get bumped off a flight if it's overbooked. Airlines often prioritize those who checked in early. And let me tell you, getting bumped is not the kind of adventure you want to have. It's a hassle that can ruin your travel plans. Plus, some airlines actually prioritize upgrades for those who checked in early. It's a little-known perk that can make a big difference. So if you're feeling lucky and wouldn't mind a little extra legroom or maybe even a seat in business class, early check-in is your golden ticket. It's your chance to travel in style. Early check-in is your golden ticket. It's the key to unlocking a more comfortable and enjoyable flight experience. And let's not forget the sheer convenience factor. Early check-in means less stress and more control over your travel experience. No more rushing to the airport, stressing about printing your boarding pass, or dealing with last-minute hassles. Or getting stuck in a long check-in line. You've already done all the hard work, now you can waltz through security like the travel pro you are. It's a smooth, seamless process that makes your journey more enjoyable. No more stress, no more rushing, just a smooth journey from start to finish. Look, I'm not gonna lie, remembering to check in exactly 24 hours before your flight can be tough. It's a small window and it's easy to miss. Our brains are already overloaded with enough information. Who has the mental capacity to track flight times on top of everything else? It's a lot to juggle and things can slip through the cracks. That's why we have technology, people. Use it to your advantage. Set a reminder on your phone, use a travel app that does it for you, or even ask your mom to give you a call. Whatever it takes, or even ask your mom to give you a call. Whatever it takes, just make sure you don't miss that window. Just make sure you don't miss that window. It's a small effort that can lead to a much more pleasant travel experience. And here's a pro tip. A lot of airlines actually let you check in even earlier if you're a frequent flyer or have a certain credit card. These perks can give you an edge in the race for the best seats. It's like getting a head start in the race to seat Nirvana. Every little advantage counts. So, there you have it. The final boarding pass hack, the last piece of the puzzle. Early check-in might seem like a small thing, the last piece of the puzzle. Early check-in might seem like a small thing, but trust me, it can make all the difference between a stressful travel experience and a smooth, comfortable journey. It's the little things that add up to a big difference. So, set that reminder, check in early, and enjoy the benefits of a well-planned trip. So there you have it, my friends. The secrets to scoring the best seat on your next flight without breaking the bank. Remember, it's all about timing, strategy, and a little bit of tech savviness. Do you already do any of these? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome travel tips.